That first appointment, I just remember not hearing anything. I was in such shock. All I could think of is, I'm gonna die from this. I'm not gonna make it. And as time went on, I started to realize that I am gonna beat this. And we cannot determine what's gonna happen ahead of time, and just enjoy life as much as I can with the people that I love, and just try to do some of those extra things that I took for granted. When I look back now, I think it was so nice to go to Harrington and just feel all that love that they have there, these people that you do not know, that you meet for the first time. And then you go on to that next journey of, what type of surgery do I need? And there's Peggy waiting for you. She talked about having a chemotherapy class. If you need radiation, we have a radiation class at Harrington. She is just such a positive person, and you need that. One of the reasons why I stayed in Amarillo to have my treatment, which was excellent treatment, was that I could be home with my children and with Robert. I had care the whole time, and I was just so glad that I was here, because I still had Michael in school, I had Michaela in school, and then summer came upon us, and I was home. And just having Harrington and being in my own home surrounded by people and friends and family that loved us, that was the biggest part. I asked my daughter Michaela what she remembered about my experience at Harrington. She said, every time that you went for either blood work, or if we went with you for your chemo treatments, those volunteers coming out and asking, would you like some popcorn? So when I was talking to Michaela about this new wing, that was one of the first things she said, Mom, are they gonna have the volunteers there? So I think that it's wonderful that they're expanding. Forget about always having your house clean and everything perfectly put away. That's not anything that's really important. It's important to do the other things, whether it's, sitting down and saying, hey, let's go for lunch, Michaela. Or Robert, today's your off week, why don't we have lunch together? It's just amazing how you go from fear to realizing that it's gonna be okay. Just the whole thing about having breast cancer and breast surgery and, the image that you once had, that changes. And I just remember my daughter saying, Michaela telling me, Mom, having a breast isn't everything. It's having you alive. And just those thoughts really helped me get through losing the hair, having breast surgery, and facing anything that came my way. You think about ooh, is Robert gonna be able to look at me because I'm gonna look different? And just all that. And then you realize, God, how much your husband loves you, and your kids are just like, we want you, don't worry about that. Thank you for one more precious memory with my family.